things we do are we do journal time, we do think, parent, share. We are reading the House of Mango Street. We draw vignettes for each chapter.
Okay.
We
I mean, what is that? I can't pronounce that. Yeah, that.
Okay, it's like it's like from a poem. Like it can say, like in the House of Mango Street, she said that my mom has curly hair as pins. My dad has straight hair that stands up. So you take what she said and draw a picture, a small picture of what she said.
So it's a good way to know if they're reading the chapters or not. If they can draw them well, it means they've read them well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we use Quizlet to study our words, like for the week that we have. And we have vocabulary quizzes on Mondays, and sometimes we just don't have vocabulary quizzes. We have tests on the book like this, a test like this from the book pages she gives us during the week, and we use social media.
So they're going to explain all those things in the next slides. So if you felt like that was fast, they're about to break it down.
The journal time. That's like the first 15 minutes every day. And so what we can do is we can just walk into class, and then all of our journals, or most of them, are kept right there in those two filing cabinets.
These right here, right behind you. You probably don't see it. This is RC experience. She reads some RC experience.
So 3 different journals done by 3 different students. And so each one's done differently. And what we can do is we can choose to share our journals with people. We don't have to. They can be kept extremely private if you want them to be, and you can take them home. You don't have to share them with anybody. But Miss Baker does have to be able to tell that you wrote a full page, because that is our assignment about those.
And that's the biggest grade in this class is have they written a full page of that journal. So
And so if Miss Baker is wanting to share our journals with someone, like we have 4 journals up there on the wall, or if she wants to like photocopy them and then share them with another class, then she always asks us first and doesn't do anything like that without our permission, and she will keep it anonymous. So
We use think, parent, share. After we are done writing the full page, we take the page and we share it with our neighbors, and we get their opinion on what we have written.
mhm.
Yeah. So like that.
The House on Mango Street is the book in front of you, and it's the one that we've been reading. And so we've learned how to relate it to standards, and the first standard we learned to relate it to was how to write a story, basically. And so everybody in the class had to write a story, and that sounds really easy, but we had to make sure that it met all the components a story is supposed to meet. And so it had to have an exposition, which is everything that happens before the actual story begins, so all the background. And then it has to have writing action, which is what leads up to the main action of the story. And then climax, which is the main action. So it's like the really page-turner part of the book. And then falling action, which is when everything starts to kind of wind down towards the end, which leads to the resolution, which is when the conflict is completely resolved.
And we have learned to cite textual evidence, like take a quote and write, like take a quote like from the book, like she says something like, it was a quote in the books. She was at the store, she was somewhere, and she said, I live over there in this raggedy house. And a person said there, and it made her feel so bad or whatever, because whatever they was pointing at. And so like we take a quote like that and do we understand it? Like take a quote and we write, do we understand it or not? Like in a paragraph or something, or in a sentence or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's good, Willie. I hadn't thought about that.
And we also determine theme. And theme is like the messages that you're supposed to come away from the story with. It's like what it leaves you with. Like in The Little Engine That Could, the theme is that you can always do something if you set your mind to it. And so it's basically the message that the story teaches you.
Right. And we use Quizlet to study our vocabulary quizzes for the week. And we have a vocabulary quiz on Mondays. Sometimes we don't have a vocabulary quiz. We have just a test on the pages from the book. And these are some of the words that we already done. And this is how how we study the words. It's the different games we can play. Scared Applied, we can play. It's a whole bunch of types of games that we can play to study the words.
Because as you can see, those learns are kind of hard to learn. They're
Yeah.
Kind of hard to pronounce.
yeah, a lot of them come from different languages too. So,
Right.
so for instance, what is Building Grows Mon, Lily?
It's like if a story shows someone growing up, like if it takes the main character, from childhood to adulthood.
Right.
So in like The House on Mango Street starts when she's much younger and ends when she's much older.
Right.
Or Huckleberry Finn, which starts when he is young and ends when he's an adult.
Right.
So drawing vignettes is what you asked about earlier, and a vignette is like one of the main chapters in the story, but it's technically too short to be referred to as a chapter. And so we draw the vignettes, and they're outside on the door if you want to see what people have drawn. And so we use sensory language to draw the vignettes. So when she speaks about how everyone in her family's hair is, we all drew different ways that the hair could be perceived.
Yeah.
And so you saw lots of people with hair that went straight up, lots of people with hair that just kind of flew.
Yeah.
And so, and anything else, like if she talked about the way something smelled, a lot of people would draw that as well. And so it relates to sensory language because we use what we read that relates to how we feel to what we draw.
Excellent. Y'all do better at explaining this than I do.
We use social media like when we come in class, the first 15 minutes of class, you have a quote. I mean, not a quote, a question note. So we have to write a full page about the question. Like this one says, has anyone ever made you feel ashamed about something in your life? And you have to write a page off what she wrote a question. So if someone has made you feel ashamed about something in your life, you tell the situation and you write a page on the situation.
So that means if you're at home, like if you're at work or anything, you can pull up my Twitter and see what they're working on that day.
Yeah.
So I'll write that.
Yeah.
Guys, what's my Twitter name?
You're at Miss Baker's Theater Show, and she was going to make it Shoals, but Twitter does not let you put that many.
Letters in.
Yeah.
So leave off the ALS.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So if you just Google at Miss Baker Cedar Show, it'll pop up.
Yeah.
So just Google Twitter at Miss Baker Cedar Show and it will appear.
And this is her homework page, and this is where, like, when we have homework, she'll post what we have for homework during the week. So you can look on this website to see what Sharice has to do that day.
Okay.
Yeah, you can write it down if you want. You need a pen.
Yeah. Please.
Y'all, good job. Sharice sits over here during sixth period, doesn't she, Willie?
Sit right here.
Yeah, you're sitting right next to where she sits.
Yeah. Sit right there in the back.
This is risky,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and we'll just
I'm gonna let her finish.
instead.
And you said that chapter was supposed to see what homework she gave up.
Yes, the homework we have during the week.
But isn't that homework kind of like you got to go to the top right corner, right? Have y'all been on that? The website. The homework and the vocabulary every week are on the top right corner, and they're written in gray, so it's in the top right corner of the website.
Top right corner.
And it's in gray. There's something that says vocabulary, homework, and about.
We can show you the page after the presentation.
Yeah.
All right, and this is my opinion of the class. My opinion is that the class is very great. I just hate journal time because we have to write a full page within 10 to 15 minutes. Then I think about it because it would help me in the long run when I have to take the writing test my junior year.
And so my opinion is different from Willie's, and I really like this class, and I love journal time. It's my favorite, and I feel like journaling is a lot easier when you care about what you're writing, and we really learn to value each other's opinions and how the others feel. Knowing all the differing opinions really helps with the journal because you can speak about how one person feels and relate it to how you feel and talk about the differences between them and the similarities. So it helps you grow as a person and as a writer because you learn how how they feel and reflection to you, but also how it's affecting them.
Y'all want to go ahead and pull up the website for her so she can see it? You guys have done, you get better and better every time.